Today let's learn a description for the lesson Environment, taken from the Unit 6 Part A of the 10th class English textbook of SSC Board Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Pattern to follow. When you write an description, any description, imagine yourself to be that person. Express all the possible feelings that the person would have at that particular moment, and we need to be focused on the incident which has been mentioned in the question. We should not go awry from the topic. We need to be focused to the topic. On to the question here. In the lesson Environment, the speaker talked about the environment in her childhood and the degradation of the environment later. Yeah, we see that Wangari Maathai says that the environment was pristine and green when she was a child. Later on it got degraded. Now, imagine yourself as one of the active participants of the Green Belt movement started by Wangari Maathai, and describe your feelings about the changes in the environment after the afforestation. So, firstly we recall how Wangari Maathai described about the change of environment from a green environment to a degraded environment, and now we imagine ourselves as one of the participants of the Green Belt movement, and what are all the changes that occurred from a degraded environment to a green environment. What are the changes and what are our feelings that we ought to record in this description. So, firstly give the heading first person description. Then start with the description. It was really a fortune to work with Wangari Maathai, the great woman who has so much of concern for the fellow human beings. Firstly, when we began the task, it seemed highly vague and impractical to think of planting trees to get rid of water scarcity and financial problems. So, when all the people told that they had financial problems and water scarcity, Wangari Maathai said to plant the trees, and it was very impractical. How could planting trees solve this problem was a big question. And people could not have such a foresight about the growing of the plants, maybe the rehabilitation of the environment. So, it was very vague and impractical. But the analytical analysis of Wangari Maathai made us understand that it was inevitable for us to plant trees to continue our survival in our country. So, here we see Wangari Maathai did not go for any temporary solution. Though it was a time-consuming solution, it was a permanent solution. So, Wangari Maathai explained to them how planting a tree would benefit them in the long run, and how it would be creating a permanent change in their life setup, and how it is going to create a substantial change in the lifestyle of their country. Then, when we got started, the huge task was made simpler by teamwork and mutual understanding. Yes, it was too big a task to plant everywhere. The whole forest they had to afforest. That was a big task. But as they all worked as a team, it all worked out. The work became quicker. That is, unity is strength. That is the formula that they used here. The moral instructions provided us the faith to believe in ourselves and to aim for impossible tasks. So, it really seems impossible to plant such a huge vast land. But the moral instructions, the motivation given by Wangari Maathai really strengthened them and made them think of the impossible tasks. The hope that was induced in us gave us the energy to work harder than ever before. So, the energy, the boosting given by their leader really made them stronger enough, made them energetic enough to work harder. We got to know that we were just doing our duty, not any favor for anyone. So, they did not feel that they were doing any favor. They were just doing their duty. This thing should be there. Then only we can give our sincere efforts. It was quite empowering to see that we were doing something for ourselves. The trees grew quickly because of the favorable climate. We could even enjoy the pleasure of a pristine atmosphere. We even learned to safeguard our environment from destruction. We understood that it was a responsibility to protect our green environment from the devastating acts of selfish people. So here the activist speaks about the great transformation. One is the empowerment of the women, and second is the willingness of the people to fight for their rights, to safeguard their land. And the third transformation now. I am truly proud to have been a part of the Green Belt movement. I am extremely happy to have realized the dream of a clean and green environment. So third is a change in the landscape. So the activist is really proud of being a part of the Green Belt movement. Hope you all understood how to write a description being an activist of the Green Belt movement. Thank you children, thank you for watching and have a great day. Do comment in the comment box below and click the like button if this description was useful for you. Thank you.